What kind of skills that we really need now to start to think ahead, to really start to put in place the foundations, so that at the end of the day we have a young talent, pool that really could have to use the technology to support different various business. So with that, can I invite Dr. Munin to give a first shot?
Thank you for the questions. To support these big ambitions, there is no other than education. Education is the most important things to get things going. Education in the right field is also important. Support from the government also is important. The government can do as much as coordinations. When it comes down to driving it, it has to be from privates most of the time. And in this topic, I'd like to bring a few things that Command Enterprise is doing to help pushing this, how can we engage, in this digital economy. Command Enterprise we have two programs coming up. The one that's really related to technology and startup and SME is the 500 startup. 500 startup is an ecosystem builder in Silicon Valley. We bring them into Cambodia, and should any of these tourism startup successfully enter these programs, they will help you to scale regionally. So not just Cambodia, but you can have a chance to grow globally. But they're not just working with tourism. They can help other industry, as I mentioned before, that in our scope. The second one is that in order to have a meaningful dialogue, I keep saying meaningful dialogue between startup, SME, and government, we have to speak the same language. Meaning that government officials need to understand what is digital economy, what is digital platform, what does the business and startups or corporate needs. So we're also able to invite Stanford's programs to Cambodia, which is available for government officials at the executive level up, as well as for private company and associations. Command Enterprise were willing to sponsor some of the association and private businesses to enter into this program to speak the same language. If there's requirement from private speak to the officials with a different language, we will not get the result that we want. In terms of programming, it's the same with Dr. Nguni say about the API. Yeah, it's the same thing. If you talk in a different language, you never get the same thing done. So we are able to do that. It will start this year, and official press will be released soon. And I hope that many ministries can join in. Ministry of Tourism, I'm also inviting all the senior executives of the tourism ministry to come in and join these programs. We will support in financial support, we will support in terms of the logistics support to get this program running. And you get the official Stanford stamp for your completion of these programs. So this is actually moving to the right direction, get people to talk the same language and also digital. The third one is that Command Enterprise has been pushing a lot of financial support to start an SME for them to survive. If they are not able to survive, there would not be a digital, tourism. So in 2020, we managed to screen 300 startup and SME from 19 different provinces plus capital. And we have managed to find 27 potential startup and SME. They are receiving close to $400,000 US dollars fund from Command Enterprise collectively. And this year we are running this program again to ensure that the sector that hit hardest by COVID-19 have a chance to survive. So tourism is definitely hard hit by this pandemic, and we want to support them again, the real sector. And we're going to run this program again. It's going to take us about 9 months to screen all the company, all the applicant, and we want to find a potential company that can help this sector. So with that, I think these are the 3 things that Command Enterprise is doing, but I'm sure Ministry of Economy and Finance with other ministry also have many other program or initiative to help to move us away from this situation that we caused by the COVID-19. Thank you.
You have any additional thought in terms of what need to be done? I mean, in terms of really from the perspective of skill development.
Okay, thank you very much. By definition, I mean startup, and if we put the innovation into the core, startup need 2 main skill ingredients. The other one is the one is the entrepreneurship skill, and the other one is the technological skill. And these are the things that need to drive the startup growth. And that is why normally startup not founded by only one member, but a team who have this skill. For entrepreneurship skill, probably you can refer to the management, to the accounting, to the marketing, and to all the strategy that like to lay out or drive the business growth. And for the technology is the team who work behind, but at least to provide the product and the service to the public, and you need these 2. Besides these 2, I mean, you also need a change in terms of spirit, in terms of cultures. I mean, probably maybe because of we went through war a lot, a civil war, and maybe popular regime. That is why if we asked about 10 years ago, I mean, what do you want to be? Probably you want to be a doctor, you want to be an engineer, but really hard to find the youth want to be an entrepreneur. So you need to at least shape the directions that entrepreneur is an option. It is a possible job offer that you want to be in the future. And also you need to dare to take risks, because entrepreneurs need to go a lot of sweat, go through a lot of sweat, go a lot of hardship in order to bring their company grow forward. I mean, speaking in terms of human resource at the moment, I mean, the curriculum of the set out by the government, by the Ministry of Education, have been improved a lot lately. But I myself also a lecturer, especially on the machine learning and distributed system, of course in the ICT domain. But we can feel that we still need more people, the workforce, the talent, especially on the emerging technology. For example, if you want to find the people on AI, on blockchain technologies, on virtual reality or augmented reality to set up a guided tour platform, for example. I mean, it's very, really hard to find at the moment. I mean, our institution try to find out those people who qualify with this position, but unfortunately we fail to find. And that is why some company probably outsource from India, from Pakistan, something like that. But hopefully that this will not remain the same thing. It will be improved further according to the program set out by the government. Probably we can see more STEM graduated with a qualified engineering qualification in order to improve these gaps. And on the other hand, I also would like to emphasize that if you want to create a startup, you can go on your own, of course, but maybe it's too difficult. Why don't you seek for support? Command Enterprise, Impact Hub, the Startup Center, and the other similar programs are created in order to help you. You are not alone. You just can get into the community so that we can connect you to an array of service or product, and we can do a lot of mentors, something like that. Maybe Command Enterprise and Impact Hub provide an entrepreneurship mentoring, for example, while the Startup Center can provide a business mentoring, a technical mentoring side for something like that, so that we can work as an ecosystem to complement to each other to bring you to the next level. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Nguyen Lee. With your last points, in terms of seek for help, we have tools, platform, they are ready to support young startup. So now let me turn to Impact Hub. Melanie, you are working directly to support, to mentor our young startup. What is your experience? What if you were to advise them? mean, those who are already coming to you to get your support, but those who are really standing out there waiting to really get into your door to support, what would be your key message, your advice to them? Thank you.
Yeah. I want to say that I really like the answer of Dr. Zenly, and I think it's like I've been here for the past 5 years and a half, and it's so impressive, like what happened in the last year only in terms of support of ecosystem. Like I could never imagine like we have this support system growing like this, and with so many, I would say, driven people in this institution who really care definitely for the startups. And I think this really make a difference in terms of like supporting the ecosystem. And I think like, so for the past 5 years, I've seen so many individuals, like young people, like I think I have like one of the best jobs in the world, to be honest. Like I see the people who really want to, who don't see problem as like something that they can't do anything about, but more like, okay, how can we solve this problem? How can we take action, and like where should we start? And so really like problem solvers, and being surrounding with this kind of people every day, it's really given me a lot of hope for Cambodia. Maybe they are not a lot, but these few people, I would say, will make the difference in building the Cambodia of tomorrow. And what you were saying is like, we are now, like, I feel like the next 5 years will be very decisive to like to shape the future of Cambodia, because we have like a lot of young graduates now who are more exposed, who know English, who maybe have some exposure to foreign countries as well, and they all want to come back to build the Cambodia of tomorrow, I would say. And when they come back, they knock out our door and they say, okay, I want to solve this problem. So I think what is important is really like to build for us a pipeline. Actually, I know Kunti Virak for the past 4 years, when you were 19 years old, yeah? Like 18 years old, like 4 years ago. So I think it's like, also, when we started working with Kunti, it was just like a group of students, and I think it's more like how do you nurture this entrepreneur along this way, and how you like feed them with opportunities. We can't rush people to be entrepreneur. Entrepreneur is a life commitment, I would say. So that's why it's really important for us to provide the right support at the right stage, and to and also, like, I think the most important, like you were asking me, what should I say to the young entrepreneurs who are waiting to take action, is basically just do it right now. Don't wait. Like, prototyping is like when you learn everything. Don't make a business plan. Like, business plan is when you grow and you need to scale up. And what you need at the beginning is to have a product that solves a problem for people who want to buy it, who want to use it. So it's like talk to people you want to help, see like how can we like create a product that fits to the needs, improve it, keep on improve it, invest your time, your money, build the right team, and this is, I would say, the key success factors. And as you say, like ask for help, because this ecosystem has never been so rich in terms of providing supports. And I think also what is the beauty of this incubator is like find people in the industry who really care to help you. And this is the first time for us to do something really specific on tourism, and we were able, like all of the entrepreneurs here, like were very stimulated by each other, and like kind of, yeah, the peer-to-peer simulation helped them see the bigger picture of like, oh wow, like we are like this 10 startup, and we can find like-minded people who want to build like the next future of industry of Cambodia. So yeah, I think like I'm quite excited, as you can see.
Thank you, Melanie, for sharing with us your experience in working to support and nurture our young entrepreneurs and your great sense of excitement. I think it would be unfair not to give an opportunity to our young entrepreneurs, young tech startup. In your presentation, you have shared with us the challenge and you know in developing your ideas, and you have also heard from our speaker who represent government institutions. What else, from your point of view, you think that the government should do or development partners should do to support young entrepreneurs like you to really put the ideas into reality and then to scale it up? That's my first question. Second, what would be your advice to your peer, to your colleagues out there who would want to be in your position now?
Okay, I think what else that the government should do is that they should provide us more fund. Because we have an idea, and we are the one who working ourselves by day and night to develop this idea that we expected to that have the tourism, for example, from my field, and then there's a hub. But we still think if there is more, for example, 500 startup is here, but there's another accelerator program that you can invite them in, and I'm pretty sure a lot of young Cambodians now, they know pretty much a lot of technology, but they have nowhere to start, to know, how can I don't know how can I say it, but it's not yet there to, because if I'm not, it's just Impact Hub, it's just Command Enterprise, and Command Enterprise is still news in this game. So bring some one who mature there from international stage, I don't know, and then let them have, and let them guide us to the, because like even in Singapore, in Thailand, they already like on top, and we just really in the beginning to grow. So. I don't know how can I advise, but we just still need more.
Thank you.
For the second question, from the peer, I don't know, from the people, young Cambodian who I know, they know a lot of technology now. They start studying about information technologies, computer science. I think this kind of skill that are needed in the industry 4.0. And also working with your passion. For example, all of my team members, we love travel. I don't know, we love taking good photographs, we love travel, and we love to showcase proudly about Cambodia. That's our passion. So that's why we work with, even though now if we can, there's, Uncentralized is not benefit us yet, but we still keep working and to our vision that we just not that we have ourselves, but the community of tourism that we are building for them for the futures. So, and then we are not tired because it's our passion. So that's it. Be passion
Thank you.
And be ready for the change.
Okay. Anything you want to add,
Okay,
Sweet or others?
For me, I am happy what government do right now, because we create like we have like Command Enterprise, we have Techo Startup, and we have Impact Hub and many more that support us, and I'm happy with that. And yeah, please have more. And for our peer, I just have a short message that if you dream it, just do it, because of don't dare to get something easy, because something easy someone take it already. So something that difficult is our job. So we can just start doing it, and yeah, just learn along the way. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, last.
To me, I think one thing that I would like to point out, if the government or the relevant supports can do, would be the networking events for the entrepreneur with the higher up peoples or the skilled peoples. I mean, because as you see right now, most of the networking events are not free. If you want to meet with the people who can be your potential mentor or your potential investor, so it's kind of hard to meet them. But I understand that we got the support from like Impact Hub to find an investor or mentor from KE. However, to find the right investor or the right mentor for startup is super hard. And by knowing them would be the best way. And this is the critical thing that I believe that most of the young entrepreneur or most of the entrepreneur, even they are not young, they would love to see this happening. And one of my last message to the people who want to do startup, just remember one thing, that if you want to be an entrepreneur, the first thing would be your life is unlike normal people. That is for sure, you must know that. And you must know that starting from scratch is everything that most people want. Anyone in the world want to have their own business, their own things to do. But remember, it's not easy. If you dare to have one, then make sure to create that one and make that one happen. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
ដើម្បីទទួលបានព័ត៌មានថ្មីៗអំពីបច្ចេកវិទ្យានិងការអភិវឌ្ឍសេដ្ឋកិច្ច Digital នៅកម្ពុជាសូមចូលទៅ Subscribe YouTube Channel របស់មជ្ឈមណ្ឌលកម្ពុជា 4.0